They also overhauled. There's no one like Alex Cyrus jungler Yazuk. Here the jungler was Ryan yesterday Alex Yazuk mid Hajume. So it's not a full total of what was brought yesterday directly used, and immediately funny banned.
Funny banned, yes, because you also know how R is when using Fanny. Okay, skip us, and also there is Yun Shin Lanelo banned for Dewa before this is quite standard 1-1 there. Lanelo is also there if they want a band of 3 heroes that are often banded by red side 1 before yes open.
Okay. Wow, this is homework for both of them. Both have the newest players, yes. Mark is also the one who has been marked since yesterday.
Yes, it's true that he
was marked.
But CC can be a power for alter ego, yes. We know Nino from the beginning, also the hero that was often used was CC before. And L is getting hot now.
Yes, it's true.
There are Lanelo and CC.
Lanelo, CC, Kusit. Cussin since yesterday, yes.
Yes, if it's Hijum, maybe Cussin. Cyrus is different.
But Cyrus is also powerful, it seems, because he came back from MDL with his full hero. He was really trained really hard, right? Even in the last grand final, it was 42. If I'm not mistaken, 41. Boxia. Well, this is the one who let go a lot.
Why?
But in my opinion, K. Chusin can trade with Farsa. Lelo, it turns out that
Lelo took CC, who was also let go. Do you want to check Sinya first or just let her go?
Okay, and the other 2 will be immediately secured. Do you want to take Farsa's combo right now? Because it seems like it's quite difficult if Cussin meets Landelo. His escape is a bit minimal. It's difficult. He's still communicating with the coach. Yes, with Mweza, you saw earlier. Communicate first. Oh. CC and also Zukin. Right, CC, Chusin Godland is still open quite freely. There's Granger Parsa, right? Granger Parsa or want to take Gatot now is still okay, turns out to be one of the natural counters.
And Gatot KAC.
And Gatot Kakanya. You know Gatot Kaka we saw in the second match really in the early band 3.
Why, quite annoying for Gatot Kaka himself with his passive with AOG2 and
Joy.
Okay, Joey facing Gatot Kaka is not enough who can hold his Joy. Godland is still held together. Gatot KAC is still quite flexible, but Ruby Nino means yes.
But later what I want to see is how effective the time of using real-world manipulation is. Is it really when the join is finished, or is it just about to ultimate or something like that, or is it when the urge is curious? Curious, or are they really focusing on a different team fight? Yes, but now from Ultrigo they also have to think about how to stop this Joy. Because so far they are still with Gatot Kaka also for Unbreakable. The others still don't seem to be able to block Joy, except Badang if you want to ban now.
Badang is a sworn enemy, right?
Why?
From Joy got hit once. Cancel. There's a wall behind him too. Yes, Badang is very possible to be taken too because he's from Alter Ego, or yes, just want to be banded now, and yes, that's Badang Bandlaya. Heroes from maybe, but no. Even though the strongest hero is Hose, it
seems like they don't want Hose and CC on the same team. A thick hero who
can actually block, for the lure, can provide Diamond Burst. Okay, pick 4 from Dewa Goldland. Granger is actually still available.
Yep.
There's still Herod too, even though the jungler is already magic damage. Ranger, maybe Herod meets Yith. It's also a bit of homework.
Yes, it
could be Granger or want to play combo. Coincidentally, the roamer hasn't been opened yet. Want to play pick off like Cho. And also Batrix.
Cho used to be.
Moza, yes.
Cho
who is often seen, but that means Granger can be held with Alter Ego if you want, yes, but Granger can also be eaten with Joy.
Why? Or not, there is Maxman who can escape 2 ohm. He okay, the answer also for Gatot Kaka will move in which direction the gold is not visible. Harriet will play combo area of together with Gatot Kaka and also GIF.
Right. Anyone who is in the middle of the Force era and also real-world manipulation will have no escape except Flicker used by Dewa.
Yep. And wow. Another side. There are many sides, Baytrix or not.
Baytrix?
Because this Cho needs a definite follow-up too, because if you play Bruno it seems a bit difficult, or even Cloud too. Want to accelerate damage in the mid, this can be said that the damage is not much. Come on, want Cloud Baytrix.
Cloud is better. It seems they need escape rather than if Baytrix gets hit by this Sapo final slash.
This is Arlet who has a dilemma. Do you really want to think about it later, or do you really want to run the combo? Well, we'll see. Although actually if you meet Y, there is still Irital. Yes, the choice is also there, if you want to be more aggressive.
Curry is actually just real-world manipulation. He goes out of range. That's E. Landolo is good to give in and Baytrix is the most combo. It seems, for the hope of a definite follow-up, yes. But again, this really relies on Baytrix. The flicker must always be ready without flickering in the middle of the real world. Hey, previously there were also many who wanted to hit, Landolo can, yes, that means.
Relying on tactical repositioning also means yes. Okay. One chance to get the first point this week is from Alter Ego or Dewa United. Yes, that's it, the drafting has been completed. Each hero has been secured by each team. They both suffered losses in the first match. Will they be able to win in the second match, or will it just be a bad week for both teams? So without further ado, let's go straight to which arena has the far voice. Okay. The first thread today we've seen is Navi. And who will follow, because the expected combo from Dewa United and also from Alter Ego. Everything has to be in sync.
And wow, looking at it, maybe it was eroded by RV's damage.
Quite a bit from a distance. But if we talk about Nino, here with Mark, this is a veteran versus the blood, which means Ohm. Okay, but it's not really a pure one, actually, to fill in the old experience because he didn't roll for a while. But yeah, seeing how CC versus Arlet, both of them can hold each other in Nino's top area. Okay. Wow. Nino left a little pies in his body. Mar is really tortuous even in different places in the mid area. Can I have to survive? But there are still crystal points that make some players feel the consequences. Okay, for now if we look at each line, Dewa United is quite superior, yes, and the counter also pock damage in the bottom direction, and if on the minimap we can already see what Mayom Yap has done.
This is quite good. Yes, early pressure from DW is indeed running also in their mid pressure in the express section too. Even this mark, there is something that can be made so that in the end Nino does not move freely.
He is really held back. Even the power recall is also a shame for him. It's really a shame with the leveling that has the midline is really mastered this Cho Justin Ohm. Okay, meanwhile now Rhine is much more aggressive again. Phantom execution didn't hit anyone. There was one Sonrose even fair earlier still failed, and that resulted in Rhine having to go down in the area, and also Alex, can he survive and still be able to? Wow, Arhu fell before the first turtle. Wow, this is a pretty big advantage for Dewa, and it should be a free turtle.
I think they are quite superior, yes, but not a free turtle either, because actually Renya is also ready again, so his turtleine still has to be contested too.
Ouch, Nino is really sick. Meanwhile, there was a final slash that was released, and now Jay-Zin was so annoying. Nino was down.
Okay, trying to retreat, but Nino's attempt to flicker final slash was still ineffective, uncle.
Although he had time to share time, just buying couldn't save him either. Meanwhile, Dewa immediately dieted his turtle. They still wanted more, uncle. They were still confident because Nino was back in the back, but with a little more left, Rin showed how P retribution he had and succeeded in getting the first turtle.
Okay, the turtle became a price too, and Oktanya had to retreat. That pain was one of the things that made it difficult for Chusin to land. But it was Pak Pulung's talent prediction versus everybody again. Again and again. Oh, Pak Puling was loyal to me earlier. Move him Dewa United for Pak pooling. Yes, I'm.
Okay, but there's one item, Enchanted Talisman for RV, the first item.
Yes, because now there are so many variations in builds for Harit Har, who usually uses enchant talismans, Swift Boots.
Swift Boots.
Usually.
Okay, let's see where we're going, maybe for the item from RV itself. So far, it's from the gods, even though they got 2 kill points, but the turtle that was taken made Alter Ego also able to catch up with their gold. Okay, for this time, yes.
Wow, suddenly without warning, Patar of Guardian surprised us quite a bit. Alex Wiesa managed to immediately kick towards Nino. Finn was released and Reno was seen briefly behind. Will Dino easily buy time? He had time to get P of execution earlier. Yep. Wow, Altero's quick backup made Nino's buying time successful in getting kill points for Ryan. Yes, that was a asterisk Leflex asterisk that saved Nino actually. 1 against 2. And also the Regent Life or Spell Steal asterisk that Nino got earlier thanks to Furious Hammer. Of course the damage was also felt. Yaptung Blood yes number 1 Roamer total assistant Tara now even though it hit 2 people earlier yes there is no continuation lag this Alex data is really good yes MD last season yes. Yes it's true suddenly Reeler's really good combination and managed to get 2 people at once. W that's the area of effect compo that is too large from Avatar of Guardian manipulation which finally made Alter Ego immediately turn the situation around. It really hurts L Ineot and one last point BL Crystal Point can be issued and that's the Crystal Point first. SL.
Wow, seriously there's flicker used too. And you can see why maybe Arlok can also enter or powerful in his landing he is with a single Fury Hammer that CC is also in pain holding the damage. W the way Yomeza managed to get Cyrus and Cyrus down.
Yep, the combo that is expected is also yes with the presence of the Force era open to really ensure he can escape and chase away players from Dewa. Yep, but if for example the pick-off combo runs but at the bottom L. Okay, there are 2 players now trying to get it like in the direction of RV. They knew there wasn't a single force left. It looked like her avatar god was immediately taken out. But now Rena's movement is trying to get some more cure and finally, even though there was Renarati from maybe, it still couldn't cover. Yep, but at least maybe managed to get the outer bottom turret. Yes, that's a small advantage for Dewa because maybe, who was
strong, didn't have a single pure body finished. Wow, sweet, but the mid was taken. It turns out their Alter Ego still had time to get a different objective.
Yes, the Aller mid turret became the cost plus the purple buff. Wow, again, the cost is not balanced. And Kobo, who was expected from Dewa United, yes, with the dragon added with the presence of Badge Rage Hotter behind. Well, that's what Dewa Y and Dewa are trying to play for now.
Yes, they still can't get in while their mark is suppressed in terms of level compared to Nino because Nino's damage is also quite large. Defensive items have also started to be completed with Nino. That's the new Radiant Armor and the final slash actually connects for Mark.
Yep, I want to target Mweza who was marked. It seems he has been marked.
Yes. And RV Feather of Heaven is also finished and yes the bottom target will be taken as a target where this is a free target that can be maximized by Alter Ego.
With Swift Boots that have also been completed for RV. So looking for attack speed, Mana is also there, the cooldown is already there from Catatisma. But now they are flocking to the turtle area. Yep, while now Alex will immediately be dealled in and sure enough with another B that has been immediately issued while it is seen with one more real manipulation making the movement of the baby immediately fall down in so much pain. 2 for 1. Alex who was also hit by the commit finally made Dewa get an undeserved reward. Their 2 lost players had to be let go. But F is trying to find another angle where he should farm. Don't forget this is the perfect turtle for Alu. And even the purple buff is being taken now. And speaking of M fans, there hasn't been a chance at all to get close. Yes, it's really hard, uncle.
Yep, every time you want to get close, there's Arlet beside him, you can't enter it, you can't freely use electrifying.
Once you can get close, if he's still far enough from the circuit, Size is really good at being disturbed, whether R is open. E managed to kick Alex back. Alex defended last and Alex was destroyed. Okay, who started to get close while F now? Well, this is the B we just mentioned, giving something so terrifying. Real-world manipulation.
I was really waiting for, so as soon as it looked like the electrifying beach had opened, there was real-world manipulation that was immediately released. That's
right, because he wasn't Ing Ed anymore. He walked and ended up getting
stuck on the edge of the real worlds.
Okay. Wow, that really hurt. No was in the lead and wow, that ton was so painful. Okay, there was no bloodshed after the many resource exchanges that happened above. The RV was pretty free even though it did get hit with 1 point of death that had to be swallowed. But now the vision is really broad for Alter Ego. Yes, they have almost everything too, huh? And this RV, the items from RV are almost heading to Holy Crystal soon. How come this has Holy Crystal, huh? Damn, we know this is Herod too. Join will be quite painful in. Purple buff does not protect Dewa, we is visible. Who is he kicking towards? It seems like it failed. Music lost momentum, but still Temp can kick like the one towards Alex, but it was not his choice. There are vaunts in the body of the one that was already activated. Rad Buck W managed to get maybe. R who was too free to target the backline and maybe was the target but F.
Okav tried to save himself but F was a little bit closer to getting a double kill. Rice was obtained by F still trying to save himself and fans are
so good, his movements. Oh, mechanics, but yes, Valen. Is Valen. So friends can also directly visit the official Raymer Rapid channel. I.e. it is reported that Valen is still pushing Minotaur until now. Yes. Still yes. Okay. Lord has also appeared now, huh? What about Dewa who apparently started setting up first, Uncle? He and Rena also played really well because she was immediately targeted. Who else? And Alex. Finally Alex was successfully destroyed while now Dino is trapped alone. Dino, Nino is down. 2 players from Alter Ego are gone. Wow, 3 versus 5. But the top L should be one homework for Dewa United first and finally send Octa because if not, this base turret can be a jerk, Uncle.
Right, but yes, 3 players who have to hold first because their lord is being held by Dewa also 5.
Facing should probably be able to be accelerated with Dewa. They seem to immediately speed up Uncle because this is the best time for them. Only 3 players have to face, but R can be a dangerous figure, enter through a different place, and they try to be able to do a fight. Meaning that even the Parshine in the back managed to get it seems. When from Saris B now, the way Dragon Rhine is shut down.
And double kill was taken by maybe with damage that was already quite large with Hubbard who had just finished 3 players from Alter Ego who were lost. Dewa United, they will take back their momentum.
Yes, this is it. Yes, the early game action held with Alter Ego closed by Dewa is now being chased even all of his kill points. And the fans look quite shining because the target behind the Sinus is constantly.
Cyrus was still free at the beginning. But when he was hit by the fans, there were also 2 choices. If he doesn't fall, he has to close L. What happened? They already have Lord but they are too much. It seems they are trying and maybe they were caught red-handed in another place even though now Nino has become the exchange. Okay, 29 seconds the Lord has now started to appear. Will there be time to hold while waiting? Maybe is also present to be able to help the Lord break through the defense from Alter Ego because this item is also finished for Mayby,
Because it is clear that Maybe is really needed to be able to burst and also welcome Koi. Rhine is being chased by FO, the F phylum.
Still had time. Still had a bit of nervousness, a bit silent. R was silent earlier. Yes, but it turns out the Lord has started to enter the inner turret bottom lane. Mabe has also returned and so for the Lord, it will be something quite useless. Maybe if Dewa got it earlier because he didn't guard it so this will be a free Lord for Alter Ego. To clear it too. Meanwhile, there are still very far minion waves at the top. But in the middle they are trying to get and succeed in getting the inner turret. Even though this is still the first Lord, a Lord that hasn't been enhanced, but from the inner turret, Dewa can now start to enter one by one and his Muambing is there and the Way of Dragon behind him is also prepared for B-Rage from Maybe. Okay. The gold that was previously held by Alter Ego has started to turn around to be held by Dewa. His vision is getting wider and Altero has to be careful. Mueza has not hesitated to eat his frontliners. Alex has been a victim.
Even though Alex already has toilet armor, but Dewa's big burst damage also makes Alex fall quickly.
Okay.
So maybe Altrigo itself has to find a way to make his Rolation fast to get one first. Hee. And one seems to want to be concentrated too from this RV.
Right? Yep, concentrated for his L he. There's a concentrated that wants to be on the way too with the defined glaive that has been completed. Although if we look at the Midland, this will be a battle against each other. Will it be held by Octa or will CES be able to find its momentum again? Now there are many changes that are clearly visible. Starlium is really gone, it's not used. Mark can survive. There is P, Mark has been activated, and Mark has been immediately blocked. Wow, but that's a plus point for Alter Ego because 10 seconds before the Lord spawns, this god must lose one body in front or else. Wow, the final slash is almost here. Because if it's not destroyed, there are 3 best Toadas, right? Okay, but the Lord has now emerged as a weakened Lord. Alter Ego's players are moving from the middle river. But Dewa United is starting to take control of the grass after grass held by Dewa United. Maybe must be caught because Maybe's damage is very noticeable with his beat. Oh, this Mark is also back. And Nino will be even more daring to be able to create moments with immortality that has guaranteed him. Wow, Mueza entered quite boldly into the grass. So many people in the grass. Okay, choose to retreat. The Lord area is being pulled back again, not wanting to rush because at least it seems like there will be a team fight first or kidnap one player first to make sure they are safe. I option he obviously kidnaps one they must.
Yes.
They option for Alter Ego to invite to a big team fight there is AOG and Real World too. Okay, the top L because it also started to almost be cleared slowly by Maybe but it started to be pushed again. WF what happened? SAR is now trying to be able to deliver towards one player. But earlier B was not too optimal even now there is one more period the post was done immediately but Cuz has no more backup high ground and Maybe managed to dribble earlier car from Alex one more potion was issued and they managed to get Sias he. Sias did fall targeted but
Accelerated okay, maybe it seems like Joy seems to be still quite far in.
Wow.
Alone yeah.
Okay, and in the end it became a balanced thing losing from trying to be able to advance and not apparently trying to get one person only reduces the quantity even now Nino who is still immortal is safe.
Okay, the decision from the fans turned out to be trying to target Alex only without trying to contest the area from Lord. Yes, I think Retribution could actually still be used earlier. That's him.
Trying to reduce the quantity of players from Alter Ego. And yes, this Lord is there but slow push is definitely for Alter Ego while waiting for Alex to return even if they want to force it there should still be a chance for Alter Ego especially since they have Lelo with his puncture that can go straight to the back.
Okay, maybe there are a lot of tasks here. Yes, he must be able to help maintain Dewa United's high ground defense. Pulled. Okay, final and managed to get Maybe mission complete by Dino and now it's time to record it. Just close this game because the very large DPS has defecated but it turns out that Dewa's reply is much more painful. Okay, only relying on one wave of minions in the middle along with Lord with Dawa players who are also ready to defend is not the end of the game this time. Why is not at all? Because if we look at it, it is indeed electrifying beach, which is very appropriate also hits Cuss along with RV. So like it or not, their Alrigo will retreat again. But at least, the best target is gone for Dewa's midfield area now, and a bit of a reset while waiting for the next Lord who will respawn from his item build too, maybe. For the mid lane, this winter crown should be expensive for.
Yeah.
Because he'll be able to NGINAY or Ingabijing time later. Wow, also use brute for it. Really playing safe,
Yep, extra movement too. Every time he gets hit by an enemy hero.
H probably has full items now. Why?
Has balanced what RV has too after his energy concentration is finished. Okay, but yeah, Maybe we have to see how Muez moves because Muez has been quite often to provide bait, and that's where Dewa's kill points are also created, or the opportunity will come from Moisa.
But it seems like eating Alex from the last 2 times we saw it still hasn't worked for instant again because Alex has also become more sustainable.
Maybe we have to find another one, but Mark has Winter Crown. Okay, there will definitely be some heroes who can sell or share.
Mew saw, but Mew was immediately swept away with 1 slash. The battle resumed in one of the lorings inside the defense area owned by Alter Ego. R was seen manulating while Alex had tried with his Guardian and Mark but still managed to escape to Jamin's place. But there were still 5 players right behind him and R was trying to get to B-Boss. He survived. Alex tried to dress but definitely failed and no one had fallen so far.
No one fell, and be careful, his fans had started to take control of the wave in the middle direction. Without realizing it, Lord Evolve was now here.
Wow, this is after quite a heat in the early days. We can also
FIK gun RV. Okay, we'll see again later. Usually there are some slip-ups sometimes. But we can see again with one real Menashin that was immediately visible in the area. They were trying to get to Lord, but now the impact was over. They were trying to get to Dino. Dino lost in the portal at the back. Alex still hasn't moved, and there it is, 4 Terran to 2 players, but there is no backup. And Ryan lost in the portal inside her body. Pun still managed to survive for now. There is maybe with 1 race being cashed too. Weeza Barris can get back to 1 player, but Alex along with Alp is tied. For Aile's sake wants to escape, but can't. Aile is trapped. Wow, and also the item change from the fans is very fast. Winter replaced Immortal, so the fans are safe. Nino, who lost without being able to be exchanged, but their Altero is not vibrated. By the presence of the Lord they tried to execute. Yes, even now it has become wow. There they managed to get towards the Lord. But look, there is one more council that is heard. Successfully getting towards 1 player cannot even lose the mark. Because the Winter is not there.
Why is all cold down too? Vengeance was hit too at the end of the real world.
Really, continuous team fights happened earlier and Alter Ego is back on the track to get their Lord, and they must have survived so far with 5 players who have not fallen. Okay, this is Lord Evolve, which is quite dangerous. Especially if it will also be assisted to be guarded. The damage that can be contributed will be even greater and has appeared in the middle direction. Relying on maybe as a high ground defense, but it turns out that it still ends up being FCK gun for ARV Harriet instead. V gun Oma. Adds its range, maybe searched for there must be an attack too. Why meanwhile now trying to be able to climb towards Renee fans, 1 by 1 they try to get each other. Meanwhile in the middle area, Max has returned. Maybe safe, maybe can help his teammates to be able to defend their last defensive area for a while. Look, Nino with his verse. Musa still hasn't lost from the portal, successfully worked his SP back, but his Lord has started to enter the defensive area owned by Dewa. Zaman Force has lost its cars in a different place. They are still fighting one-on-one, but so far there is maybe a victim in the encounter. Meanwhile, the best has been successfully destroyed and true. Alter Ego's first game. Alter Ego managed to get the win with split-second decision-making. When Nino was gone, they committed to Lord with only 4 players.
Wow, but yeah, this was for back and for team fights carried out by Alter Ego and Dewa. Maybe the goal at the beginning was for Alter Ego, but Dewa found a little hope when they were able to hold off Alter Ego's progress in the mid-game. But unfortunately, they still had to lose the first game.
Alright, with a fairly long game until we meet Evolve Lord. But wow, this is really the synchronization that Alter Ego tried to play is also working. Yep. Especially Cyrus, and we peak at the moments too because the commitment to Mino.
Seuss is really good.
Yes, the
set was opened at the right end.
Yes, this right end was probably also exposed earlier. Oh, he got hit by the final slash. It's annoying meeting Arlet. It really makes you out of position.
Yes, maybe he was guarding the turret and then there was a real world and couldn't go anywhere. Yes, The first time his avatar still had time to ticker. The second time he couldn't anymore.
Crazy, Ryan's hair is getting cooler. Bang. Yeah, Ryan, keep working on your hair, Ryan. Okay, alter ego. But Dewa is actually not too one-sided. He also managed to put up a fight until finally Muiza's efforts were thwarted. Well, that's like M at the beginning, he was really good, like he got in, he had a lot of assists, and his back was in the way of Dragon. There was maybe who welcomed it.
And that happened repeatedly. We saw it and finally waited for the time when he was about to open. Wow, that's not grass. Wow, there are 3 in.
Beta, open grass.
Beta, open grass. Wow, there are 3 enemies. Beta, escape. Beta, cab.
Beta, escape. And also assassin again, yeah. What was shown to our young blood? Ryan versus Fan, his joining was actually from the start. It was already very impressive. With 7 kills, just 1 point.
Right, because at the beginning it was still singing normally, maybe lately W sound heck woos was so loud there it
heard. I had to be surprised, right? Suddenly it was a solo concert. Straight away parade from there. I couldn't write. After that it was exciting at the beginning, right? Still able to hold it, right? He was really good, yeah.
Suddenly Dar exploded earlier when Farsa already had Holy Crystal at that time. I was patient tonight, very patient, and here it is, our MVP fell into the hands and...
Whose hands? RV. It should be RV. But it's interesting gameplay from the beginning, that the build is also up to date, right? That's the latest build for Harriet, right?
This is the modern build for Harriet, right, all my friends, right? You don't see TYA Starlium built with him, but first Enchanted Talisman, then Swift Boots.
Just Swift Boot. We good. There's even the last MFIC gun. Yes, Maliv gun, maybe the basic attack range increases from the passive Balak gun, right? There's also a collection there. There's a lot of attack speed too.
A lot of it,
Lot of it, and yes, it won't increase the physical attack. But the distance is indeed to be chased. Maybe in the beginning, the fans themselves haven't gotten that many kill points yet.
But slow to fight when he already got the item. Wow, the one being chased is always Silas. Look at the back, really straight.
Of course, but the crystal path is like that.
Yep. And these efforts, they're already immortal. Well, turning this around, Muiza is starting to not be able to kick Alex. He's quite difficult, But maybe one more thing from Dewa. We often see how Mark walks alone, but there's no guard behind.
Which I think is quite a shame for Dewa, because they can win as a team fight. Okay, and here are the moments where Mino falls. But from Alter Ego, they are confident. I am.
Often outnumbered but confident. Yeah.
Same here. But if we look at, there are contests in Lord, but the Lord is not the one himself.
Yes, there was one. Yes, he just beat Alex earlier.
Yes, then it seems like Dewa's decision was that if he was fought, it would be difficult, so it would be better to team fight again, but it still didn't work. And 21 minutes of the game was quite long. This is long. Yes, this is new again.
But it was so long that it didn't feel like it. There were also a lot of winter crowns built earlier. If I'm not mistaken, in the end Cyrus had to build a winter crown too at the back.
Yes, winter crown. Octania is also sustainable, actually. With the presence of force also with of which has been completed, but still yes, this angel is the highlighted item for
the last one, right? Oh, there is the MVIC gun, the
range is even further, the
Melovich gun and Batrick are competing.
Right, but maybe, yes, it was difficult. The final slash was.
Yes.
When hit by the final slash, the reward was opened. What should I do? How?
Many times did I try?
How many times did I repeat?
Yes, that was our question at the beginning. What kind of hero will he take? Will he continue with his combination with Cho? Bricks is really good.
Or will he still be able to defend himself with Purify IF heroes?
Yes, maybe, who knows? There are still clowns, there are still others, but the heroes are also right, but look, yeah.